to this MANITOUNEO introduction. Within this course, you will learn how to log into MANITOUNEO, navigate around the new MANITOUNEO interface, find and load customer records, place accounts on test, run reports, and review and add comments to the customer log activity. This overview is intended for those who are going to be utilizing MANITOUNEO within a monitoring company. Most evergreen browsers can run MANITOUNEO. However, the software is optimized for Google Chrome as it uses Google's material design specification. Users using browsers other than Chrome may experience some variations in performance and display. This new interface allows Bold to leverage the latest technologies and allows us to be more responsive with changes and requests. Let's get started. When you are updated to MANITOUNEO, you will log into a new browser-based user interface. Load the URL or web address into your Chrome browser and load the page. Enter your user ID and password. When the page loads, you are automatically loaded into your default dashboard. The initial default dashboard contains information much like a dealer would have when logging into BoldNet Neo. A listing of recent customers and a watch list show on the left-hand side of the page. An operator has an additional section of recent alarm customers as well. The statistics page shows the customer counts, customer status, and transmitter status. There's a pie graph in the center showing the breakdown of active, inactive, pending, and deactivated customers. In the upper right-hand corner is a drop-down field allowing the ability to filter the counts and statistics to the customers with no dealer and with no branch. As in BoldNet Neo, many of the statistics are clickable and allow the ability to drill into customer records. Once you customize your first dashboard, you may choose which dashboard you wish to make your default dashboard on the dialog. We will review how to customize a dashboard in a moment. New in MANITOUNEO is that each individual may customize the color of their individual interface. Across the top of the MANITOUNEO interface is a title bar. The color is individually configurable through the Settings link. Click the Settings cog icon to launch the settings form. The list of available colors to select displays on the right-hand side of the settings form. On the left side of the form are 3 additional personalized items. The Advanced Beginner toggle will by default collapse or expand the descriptions for the options within the customer or other records. We will cover that in detail when we step through the customer forms pages in the data entry overview. The Change Password allows you to set your password. Operators should reset their password immediately upon entering into MANITOUNEO to ensure their password security. The Change Localization sets what country upon which the user is based. The lower section of the settings form contains their version number, the application server through which the operator is connecting, and their session ID. After making changes here, the Save icon flashes on the title ribbon bar that information is not committed until the save. Click the Save and confirm that the save committed. Then return to the dashboard by clicking the My Dashboard on the left-hand navigation form, or simply click the X above the form on the title bar. Color customizations now follow your user from workstation to workstation, log out to log in. Other items available on the title bar are the Log Off icon, the Customer Search icon, and the Edit icon to configure the dashboard view. Every MANITOUNEO installation has a customizable dashboard. There is also a premium dashboard available called Dashboard Analytics, with more advanced features and tools. To add a customized dashboard, simply click the pencil icon and click Add Layout. Add a simple description and add at least 1 column and row. Then click Done. Click the new header and click the Settings cog icon. And there are many themes, widgets, alarm count statistics, computer health, and external information to choose from when creating your dashboards. After adding a dashboard you like, it is possible to download the layout as an XML file for others to use. Simply provide the download file to others and they can upload it in their Edit Layout dialog. The search form is launched through the spyglass icon on the ribbon bar and defaults to a quick load search for customer information. Simply type into the search field any criteria that you have and press enter on your keyboard, and any matching results display. The search also has radio buttons across the top that allow the ability to search for all different entities available in Manitou. There's also an advanced search link on the right-hand side of the search frame. This launches a dialog that is familiar to many legacy users with the ability to set up multiple different parameters. New to Manitou Neo is the ability to search for a customer serial number. Once you find your desired customer, simply click them to load. But before we get to know the customer form, let's get to know the rest of the interface. You see that now we have loaded the customer record and we have the customer name loaded across the top of the title bar. We also have a few more icons. There's a save icon and an eraser icon that are currently disabled as we have not made any changes to the record that needs saving or canceling. There's also a trash can icon that is enabled. This is a delete icon. This will only be available when the user permission to delete a customer record is enabled. Remember, when deleting a customer record, this is a permanent removal. There is no retrieval of this information after the removal of a customer record. The response we can offer to an accidental deletion of a customer record is start typing. As mentioned before, X closes an open record. The last portion of the title bar contains the shortcut icons and the menu hamburger. The shortcut icons provide quick access to specific items and may be customized to provide quick access to items you use most. It is possible to add specific shortcut keys to these shortcuts so you can simply use keystrokes to launch these items. The three dashes on top of one another are called the hamburger and signify a menu that resides underneath. This houses the File, Tools, View, Operations, Maintenance, and Reports menus for Manitou Neo. When expanded, these menus house their key features. The File menu contains access to create new, customer, dealer, branch, authority, agency, and global keyholder, close all, and lock workstation. The Tools menu contains access to system log, route data log, manual signal form, change customer ID, verify password, dealer takeover, and the PSAP lookup tool. The View menu provides access to the event maps for all intelligent signaling format translations. The Operations menu contains links to all alarm-related functions such as alarm handling, on-test, temporary schedules, temporary comments, and the like. The Maintenance menu contains links to all data entry-related items such as customer, dealer, deleted customers, monitoring company, transmitter types, maintenance issues, and more. Finally, the Reports menu provides access to the system reports for running ad hoc reports and the report queue for retrieving and troubleshooting reports. Please note that all menu items are subject to permissions and workstation restrictions. Not all users may access all items. Now that we have reviewed the features across the top of the application, let's continue around. The left-hand portion is still called the Navigator. New to Manitou Neo, it now houses the Communication Center. The default view of the Navigator is the Home tab. This shows you where you are and what is open. Upon arrival, you land on your dashboard and the Home tab. There are no forms open, so there are no items in your current open section. The icons on top of the Navigator represent the additional features. The Note icon represents the Notepad feature where you may create personal reminders for yourselves. Remember, this is still personal reminders. The Talk bubbles represent the IM feature. Currently, this works as it has before with logged-in users within the Manitou system. Look for updates to this where Manitou users may communicate with customers, dealers, and others in the future. The Telephone represents the dialer, previously a pop-up dialog in Manitou. For those currently using an integrated dialer in Manitou, this behavior will be familiar to what you have used in the past. Future releases will expand this functionality to more and more end users. The Airplane tab represents the ability to send messages to customers such as faxes, pages, and SMS messages. Configuration of these output devices are required for these to function. Finally, the Letter icon represents the email capability. All items within the Communication Center do require context of a customer or other entity in order to utilize these features. The status bar across the bottom contains the counts of each alarm priority 1 through 10 and greater. Then the number of suspended, new, viewed, actioned, and hidden alarms. Hidden alarms are in some form of pre-alarm state. Also across the bottom of the screen is your user ID, the current date and time, and a drop-down showing the available time zones within which your monitoring center monitors. The remainder of the bottom of the screen is dedicated for watchdog messages. These display when triggered and are available in a dialog as well as through the ellipses button. Now let's return to the customer record we loaded through the search. Here, all the customer key information is front and center. Since the most common reason for loading a customer record is to review the activity, we placed a view of the customer activity log on the front page of the customer record. On the right-hand side of the customer record is a quick view of the customer status, including the monitoring status, if there are any maintenance issues, if there are any elements of the account on test, and even if the open-close status of any areas are monitored. We moved all of the forms to the left-hand navigation side, and we cover all of these in detail in the Data Entry Overview tutorial. You may have noticed that in the upper right-hand corner of the customer record, there is an Add On Test section. When expanded, there is a Quick Add feature where it is possible to simply slide the hours and minutes and enter a reason, click Start, and place the entire account on test. To add a more detailed on test, click Advanced, validate the appropriate password, enter a valid from and to date and time, and if placing a specific system, transmitter, area, zone, event category, or code, select them appropriately and then click Done. This commits the on test, and if the on test is to be activated now, the signal handler starts the on test. The reports are found under the menu hamburger and are grouped in logical sections. To run a report, select the desired report, set the appropriate parameters such as the customer, from and to, or date from and to, and choose to either display now or click Next to go to the publishing destinations. The Advanced section allows the ability to enter override destinations for email, fax, or printing. When ready to display, download, or send the report, click the appropriate item. The report queue is also found under the menu hamburger Reports menu. This displays the reports recently queued. The reports stay in the report queue based on the global parameters set within the Purge section of the options within the Supervisor workstation. The selected report displays any publishing destinations and their results in the lower section of the screen. It is possible to view, requeue, publish, download, abort, and republish reports still available in the report queue. As mentioned earlier, the initial customer page contains the customer activity log on the lower half of the front page, and this contains the most current information and can be searched and filtered as well as formatted for view preferences. It is also possible to add comments on the activity log there. For a full screen view of the activity log, simply navigate to the activity log on the left-hand side of the screen and select the activity log from there. Any filtering applied on the front page remains in place. To select a specific line of activity, single-click the far left portion of the activity line to move the arrow to that line. To add a comment to that line of activity, click the line, then click Comment. Then select the Add to Event option. The summary field is no longer editable. Enter any details and when done, click Done. Hidden does not mean that the comment is hidden from view. It simply flags it as a system comment that will not produce in reports. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the new Manitou Neo interface. During this overview, we introduced you to how to log into Manitou Neo, navigate around the new Manitou Neo interface and customize the dashboard, find and load customer records, place accounts on test, run reports, and how to review and add comments to the customer activity log. The data entry overview will go in depth into the customer record and all other entities now in Manitou Neo. We also have a new customer wizard tutorial, alarm handling introduction, and more. Now that you've had a chance to take a look at Manitou Neo, get in and take it for a spin. If you're not yet upgraded to Manitou Neo, or you don't have access to our public test site, please contact our team for a login.